Are you tired, but you want your splits? Me too! Oh my gosh, I'm really not motivated today. I'm really not in the mood. But hey, we got each other. Let's work on our splits. It's gonna be better than if we didn't do it at all. You at least found this video, you at least clicked on it. Let's do this. Three main things to focus. One is warming up. You want to build heat in the muscles, in the body, so you prevent injury. Two is a kind of more passive stretch. All stretches are active, but not that full range of mobility, which brings you to number three, and that is really working that active mobility and motion. I'm doing this because we'll literally do some leg lifts and stuff. Here we go. Start by warming up, so you can find a wide stance, find a few twists, check out how your body feels, how your spine feels, engage your tummy as you do these motions, and start to make them bigger where you add a bend in the knee as you're twisting. And we'll do 3.5, 2.5, and 1.5. Inhale, raise the arms to the sky. Exhale, put them down. A few more times. Inhale, raise them. Exhale, put them down. Once more. Inhale, raise them. Exhale, put them down. Legs come wide. Bend into those knees. You can rest those hands on your legs and bounce into your legs. Feel into your hips. And then adjust to push into that twist motion. Nice big breath. And other side, twisting. Pressure into the hands and knees, press the shoulders away. Nice big breath. And come up tall. You can walk those legs a little narrow. Have feet pointed exactly forward. Bend the knees and push the hips forward. I'll go sideways for this. You're bending the knees and squeezing the butt to press those hips forward and kind of bounce it there. Really find your under butt and squeeze for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Leg kicks. Make sure you have space behind you. Balance arms to a T. Tap the toes and kick. For an official 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. So make sure you have that space behind you. Find that balance. And go for an official 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. You're gonna work on bending over. Bend into those knees and then straighten, bend, and straighten. Try to feel like your chest is slowly getting lower. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. Really try to lift the tail up to the sky, drop the hips down. Maybe the ground becomes available, or grab blocks or books or something to bring the floor closer to your hands. Bend and straighten. We'll do another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, let that head be heavy. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come up taller. We're going to twist and squat, twist and squat, and twist and squat, and twist and squat. Thank you, Jasper. Twist and squat, twist and squat. 3 more each side. 1, 2, 2. All right, let's start working into a little bit more stretching. Now your body should be more warmed, blood a little bit flowing, ready to stretch. If you want to get a yoga mat or some type of padding for your knee, go for it, support yourself. We're working to some 90-90 lunges. Go ahead and take my jacket off. And 90-90 because front leg's 90 degrees, back leg's 90 degrees. And I'm gonna work on squeezing my butt, pulling my my belly button in and creating a stretch in that hip. It's really great to have a mirror nearby or try to use your hands to make sure this hip isn't hiking up and avoiding the stretch, that you're sinking that down, squeezing the butt under, pulling that tummy in to feel that opening all there. Good, go ahead and hold this. Nice amount of time and opening, really squeezing that butt, pressing into the top of your foot, nice and hard. Maybe walking those toes a little bit more forward, dragging the hips a little farther forward, getting just a little bit more intense in that stretch. Breathe, find your strength, adjust the hips, dragging it forward, pulling that tummy back. Make sure shoulders are stacked over hips or a little bit farther back. If you're coming forward with your shoulders, you're removing that stretch and opening the hip flexors. So definitely stacked or slightly more back. Let's do about 10 more seconds here. Breathe, create that stretch. Maybe go just a little bit farther forward if you want some more. And release. Other side. Find that 90-90. Squeeze your butt under. Pull that belly button up. Make sure that front leg hip is dropped down enough where hips are parallel versus one hiked above the other. Drag it forward. Breathe and find that stretch. Pull the tummy in. You should be able to see your belly button because your back is not arching a bunch. You're pulling that tummy in and squeezing that butt nice and firm. Pressing top of the back foot there. Maybe walking toes a little more forward. Dragging your hips forward. Finding that stretch again. We got 20 more seconds. Find that stretch. Maybe find a little more depth. Keep leaning back, back, back. Breathe. Let's do a final 10. Squeeze the butt more. Press the top of the foot in. Drag the hips forward. And release. Shake it out. Work into that hamstring now. Bringing that foot forward. Again, double checking your hips. Making sure you're not hiked up. Sink that front leg hip down. And point and flex that foot in front of you. A little point and flex. Point and flex. And then flex and hold it. Lock the quad. Kneecap should be lifted. If you poke your thigh, you should feel firmness there. And then you're sticking the butt out, raising that tailbone up towards the sky as you drop down like you're gonna eventually touch the top of the head to your foot. First spine is not rounding or keeping that straight. Breathe and hold. And then let that head go. Try to reach the top of the head towards your foot. Breathe, reach, reach, reach. Keep that leg locked, nice and engaged and strong. And release. Other side. Flex that foot. Wave it around. Flex and point. Any little motions that help you here. And then flex that foot nice and strong. Lock that quad. Make sure that hip's dropping enough that it's not hiked up. Not leaning too much to the side. Always good to have a mirror. And then first reaching that heart towards your big toe. Keep the leg engaged. Maybe poke it. Make sure the thigh is firm. Leaning forward. Now maybe more reaching your nose towards your toes. Lock the leg again and then try to reach the top of your head to touch your toe. You can let the spine round on this part, last little bit. And come out. Stay on this side, rock it forward and back. Forward and back. And other side. Rock it forward and back. Forward and back. Any little movement or wiggle here get more precise in just a moment. And back to side one. I'll move from the side so it makes a little more sense here. You can always start with that back leg at a 90 and then straighten that first leg and then drag yourself forward. We're gonna work on some spinal undulations in our lunge. So you think about your heart pulling yourself forward, rounding and pressing yourself up, arching it down, rounding and sending your hips forward, rounding it, flexing that foot, arching and sending it forward, rounding and pulling it back. Just play with wiggling and moving, tricking your brain into everything being okay between these positions. Yeah. And last one. Yeah, the other side. Starting with this leg 90, straighten the other one, and come down, and around. Arch it all around, undulating that spine, bending and straightening the leg. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Yeah, that's done. Okay, we're gonna do one of my all-time favorite stretches. You're gonna need a wall or a pole or the end of a couch, something that you can put your foot against so you can create this position in the lunge-like position. If you don't have any of those, you can do it in the middle of the floor. I'll demo that today because I ain't got a wall at the moment. Bend that first knee, find that lunge. If you do have a wall, you're putting your knee directly against the wall. Let's pretend this block is the wall. Knee goes directly against the wall, and then my foot is also pressing against the wall. If that's not available for you today, then you're gonna first find that lunge, come to the top of that knee, and pull your foot into your butt. Check yourself. You might be trying to hinge forward to avoid the stretch. The body's very smart about avoiding stretch. So you really have to ask those shoulders to come over the hips. And then put some icing on the cake, squeeze that butt cheek, drive it forward, breathe and hold here. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, wiggle, switch sides. If you're finding that wall space, use it. I really think it's a little bit better, a little easier than doing it in the middle of the floor. Try to lean forward, try to pick up that foot, try to keep your hips pushing forwards. Don't let your butt stick out. Push that shit forwards and grab it. Pull the tummy in, get those shoulders over those hips, squeeze the butt. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the butt. Get that icing on the cake for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Shake it out. Fold forward. Get those legs straight. We're gonna round our spine down. So tuck that chin, round the shoulders, pull the tummy in, reach all the way down. Find a forward fold, hang here. Both legs are straight, kneecaps are lifted. Engage those thighs. You need to engage those quads so your hamstrings trust you and they start to open. If it helps, you can pulse that chest a little bit. Trying to let your head be heavy with gravity. You're oozing down lower and lower. You're breathing and stretching. And then we're gonna reverse round up. So suck that tummy in, round the lower spine, vertebrae by vertebra. Pose the way up, All right, let's hit a split. Already, that's right. Send a leg out in front of you, and you can slowly reach it forward, reach the other leg back. Here's a really, really great place to try to have a mirror, because you don't want to be leaning too far this way. Of course, I'm exaggerating. You do want to make sure you're leaning over that leg enough. And you also want to make sure your leg didn't go funnily out to the side, or the back leg didn't go over to the side, or too much crossed. So there's so many ways the hips move, and you have to figure out what in the world's going on. Find that right alignment in your hip bones, and then you're trying to reach through your big toes, stretching evenly apart. You want to wiggle the hips a little bit. Do that till you find putting it on straight, and then try to suck your legs together. I'm sucking my back leg up. It might shorten your split, that's okay. You're activating it more. Little bounces straight up and down. And then hold, lock and engage that leg. Try to push your shoulders back, 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 almost like you're trying to do a back bend. Press the top of your back foot into the ground. For 3, 2, 1. Find a fold, fold forward. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Come back up. If you have the balance, if you have the engagement, try to add into a twist. Be gentle, don't force anything. And release that. Come on out. Other side. Bring that leg forward. I need to rock my hips out. Woo, baby. Okay. As you're ready, you're starting to slide those legs apart. Trying to keep feet in line with the hips. Oh, there are some tight things going on today. Be true to your body. I'll have to hang out up here for a while. Don't let your hips drift open. Suck your hips closed like you're trying to zip your legs together. Make sure you're not leaning out of that hamstring. Try to lean over on it, not too much. Still staying upright. And then scissor those legs together. Like your legs are gonna close like scissors, and then try to sink down. Holding there, thighs engaged. Press the blocks away. Reach the shoulders back, sort of like you're backward bending. Squeeze that back butt cheek. And then fold it forward. Three, 2, 1. Bring it up. If you have the balance between the legs, you can work into that twist. Don't push anything too much. Just uncomfortable, no shooting pains. And then back to center. And out. Lay on our backs. And do some scissor kicks. Pick those legs up. If this is too much to get the legs in the air here, you can put a block under your butt, like so. Or if that's too much, it could just be hands. Try to pull in your tummy. And I'm checking my space. It's a little bit tight for me, but it's gonna be okay. I scoot up a little bit. Okay, kick, kick, kick. If you've been kicking, excellent. You get extra bonus points. If you haven't been, that's okay. We'll do another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Catch a leg. Now I want you to actively drive your leg down to the ground. Pull it down and then pull it apart. Squeeze your bottom leg nice and firm. Trying to lay it against the floor, nice and firm. As you keep pulling that leg towards you. Holding it in that stretch. Get ready to let go of your leg, but try to use your strength to keep your leg there. Ready, set, hands free, leg stays there. Pulse it towards you, a little tighter. Try to press that leg, bottom leg into the ground to pulse it for another 3, 2, 1. Grab it and stretch it. Pull it tighter to you. Breathe and stretch. And get ready, set, let go of the hands. Pulse it towards you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab it, last little round. Find that little bit of extra stretch. Breathe and let it stretch. Leg is locked and engaged. Leg is locked and engaged. And release. Scissor kick, and catch your other leg. Pull it towards you. Drive the hip down into the ground. Straighten your other leg. Try to keep it against the ground. Pull it towards you. Find that stretch. Breathe. Engage your thigh. Get ready to let go of your leg, but don't let your leg go anywhere. Ready, set, go. Float it there. Pulse it towards you. Keep pulsing it towards you. Try to press your other leg into the ground. Pulse it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab it and stretch. Driving that hip down into the floor. Pulling that leg up and over. Find that stretch, stretch, stretch. And get ready to let go of that leg, but don't let the leg go anywhere. Oh, pulse it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab it one last time. Find that stretch, stretch, stretch. And, oh shit. Hold and release. Both heels into the floor. Squeeze the butt and lift the hips. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up. Your both thighs should be super tight. Trying to lift to be the highest point in the air. Belly sucks in. Don't let your belly push out. Try to pull it in while you squeeze your butt to lift up higher. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. Okay, time to try an oversplit. Use that block, that book, the couch, a stack of pillows, anything that gets your leg up higher. Whatever you do on one side, do on the other side. Most of us usually have a tight side. That's okay. Try to work with what'll be max on your tight side and then balance that with your superpower side. Okay. I like a block, it's a good measurement. It's okay if you don't have your oversplit, you kind of work the extra split so that you get flatter in your regular split. Choose a leg, a new leg. Put it on your elevation device and then walk that other leg back. Same thing applies to the hips. Try to use a mirror to make sure that you're even. Try to keep your shoulders over your hips, not too far forward. If you go too far back, you'll get some extra stretch, that's okay. Sink down and breathe. You should hold this for a whole minute. We won't hold it quite that long today on this video, but you're welcome to pause the video and do a whole minute or whatnot. Breathe and hold and sink. Still find that scissor engagement, like you're pulling your front leg hip into its socket and that back leg hip forward. Breathe and sink. Another 15 seconds. Keep those thighs engaged. Reach through strong pointed toes. Point those toes nice and strong. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Get that block or your special elevation device all set up. Other leg goes in front. And then begin walking those hips back. Walking them back, back, back. Until you find your split position. Sometimes I like to flex my foot, make sure my hip's on straight, really stretch myself down, and then I point it and press it into the ground again. Actively scissoring the legs, back leg, hip goes forward, front leg, hip pulls back. Drive that heel down to the ground and pull it towards you. Keep those shoulders stacked over the hip or slightly farther back. Pull that lower belly button in. Try to sink down a little bit lower. Try to squeeze the legs together and then let yourself sink again. Nice little trick and tip of it. Point those toes, such strong toes. Include your pinky toe, include your big toe. Pull the hips back, sinking down. Find your split. We got about 15 more seconds here. Find your hold, or longer if you're gonna do the whole minute. And pause the video. Breathe and hold and sink. Find your split, split, split. Yay, this is my happy side. It goes flat. And come on out. Yay! Move the hips around. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then, might as well see where your split is at without the block. Should be a little bit better, a little bit easier. Maybe start with your other leg since it had a bit of a break. Work down into that stretch. Little wiggles, maybe a few bounces. Keep that blood going. Oh, this hamstring does not want to stretch today. I'm leaning funny, doing all sorts of weird things. Our body avoids things. Keeping the shoulders stacked, other leg engaged. Slowly sinking it down. Breathing and releasing. You should never have sharp shooting pain when you stretch, but it should be uncomfortable. Stretching is uncomfortable. Even the people that you see that are more bendy than you, they're uncomfortable when they're stretching because stretching is uncomfortable. You're stretching your nerves to allow them to be longer. You're working the length of the tendons. You're finding the strength on the opposite side to support that stretch. All that jazz. All right, other side. Wiggle it out, whatever you need. I always like to do like little hamstring kicks. Gets the blood back in there. All right, other side. Of course, I mean, there still is blood in your leg. You didn't lose the blood. But, it makes the muscle engage after it's been stretching. And that feels good. It gives it a break. Point those toes. If you want to do that foot flex thing, you can do that. And then slowly reach it, open it, keep those shoulders pressed back, keep pulling that belly button in and away from your thighs so you're not back bending into your splits, which I am notorious for. A lot of work in me opening my hip flexors. Breathe in and sinking. Yay! If you're using something to hold you up, don't let it inhibit your stretch. Sometimes we'll avoid the stretch and really hold ourselves up. So as you start to sink, you might want to get lower objects. Eventually you get to the floor where you can hold yourself. Still scissoring, pulling front leg back and back leg forward, closing those hips, squeezing them, belly button in, tall spine, shoulders over hips. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching. Oh. And come on out. Oh. All right, let's do some leg activation and then call it a good day. You don't have to use a block. You could do this straight from the floor. I'm gonna use a block because that's a little less work. Spine up tall, pull that tummy in. Standing leg nice and strong, point the toes and lift. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up in the air for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Point those toes. 3, 2, 1. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Hips on straight. Nothing wonky here. Lift that leg up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the back side. Set up that block object or nothing. You can do this from the ground. Honestly, setting up the block backwards, I've always found to be a little awkward. All right, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Whew. It's good work. Okay, find that balance. Lift the leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Good job. There are so many splits exercises under the sun and that I know. I hope this is a nice little at-home practice for you. And I'll work on making more too. Comment, send me messages, let me know if you have needs or questions. I'll check you later.